when it comes to playoffs, a lot of people talk about just staying even keeled. How easy is it to actually do that and have this team stay?
No, I mean, we're going to be even kill. We understand that. I mean, really, guys, we hadn't accomplished anything. We won one game in a series where you got to win 4. So, I mean, somewhere along the line, we still got 3 more games that we have to win against a team that's, that's a really good basketball team, and against, to me, one of the most competitive guys in the league. Dame, you can best believe he's going to come out. I mean, he's going to come out swinging, and he and CJ the next game. So we still got a ton of work that we've got to do, and we still got a level that we've got to play at if we're going to be successful.
As far as like these longer series, is it the pros and cons of having an extra day off? What are they as far as, maybe focusing on a team, but also just kind of the monotony of waiting around?
Yeah, I think anytime you can get rest is beneficial. I think anytime you could get rest. I think in their case, they felt like, if they could have played the next day, would have loved to play the next day, because anytime I think the situation that came about in our game, if you could just line up and play the next day, that's what you want to do. For us, I mean, I think anytime that we can get rest for, Drew and AD and, Nico and those guys, because they play extended minutes, long extended minutes, I think is beneficial to us.
Obviously, after the way they played in Game 1, Dame and CJ are probably going to come out super aggressive tomorrow night. What do you have to do to kind of combat that?
Got to do the same thing. We got to find a way to control them as much as we possibly can, and I don't ever use the word stop, because I don't think you can ever stop them. I think you got to do the best you can to try to manage, what they do, and try to challenge as many of their shots as you can. But they're 2 great players, and they're not going to. I can pretty much guarantee you they're not going to shoot 13 for 41 for the rest of the series. So we have to be prepared for that, and we have to understand that when they do go on a run, we still have to stay even keel, and we still have to try to find a way to then defend them. Or there's going to be obviously situations where you're going to have to make adjustments in the game, and that's what we'll have to do.
How do you guard against complacency? A lot of teams they can go on the road, and how do you guard against complacency?
No, I don't think we don't have to worry about that. I mean, to us, we're approaching the game like it's the first game of the series, and to get one on the road or whatever on the road, we just got to play at a level every single night where we're trying to win that particular game, and it doesn't matter what the record is or what anything is. I mean, it's easy. It would be easy to kind of just go through it. I mean, I look at the hockey thing, and I watch the Vegas Golden Knights, and they're up 2-0, and it would have been easy to just go, we're going to L.A., and but they didn't. So they played. Right, Ash? Right? And so I think you got to play. I think you just got to play as if every game is that game that's going to help you get to where you want to get to.
Y'all have played each other 5 times now, and I think I read a stat where you all have outscored them in those 5 games total by just 1 point. Is that kind of what you'd expect, being evenly matched, or does that surprise you in some way?
No, I think it would be evenly matched. I mean, sometimes there's a little bit of distortion where, the scheduling caused some of the things that happen. If you're, on a back-to-back, or, if they're on a back-to-back, then, the energy might not be there. But we're a pretty evenly matched team, I think, and they do some things that's really good that we have to try to combat against, and then the same thing on our end too. It's like I said, it's one game that has been played in the series, so there's a lot of basketball left to be played in the series, as it is some of the other series out there.
What kind of adjustments are you expecting for them, particularly that they're bringing?
Oh, I think that their whole adjustments is that we're capable of playing much better than they did. Like I said, I don't see those guys. They have not gone 13 for 41 in very many games this year. And so I think their whole deal is like, we had shots that we're capable of making, and we can do that. And obviously there's a couple of other things that I think they'll do, but we'll see. So you have to kind of look at all the areas where you think they'll try to change and do things about it. And so we have to prepare ourselves for those things.
We're in day 4 of DeMarcus watch. You want to give us any update about what's going on with DeMarcus, and if he'll be at the game?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he'll be at the game or not. We text back and forth. But like I said, he's been a big part of this. He's been in communication with the players, and I text him, he texts me back and things like that. So if he's going to come, I'm sure he'll, text and say, I'm going to be there for game 2 or whatever, or game 3, or whatever the situation is.
Alvin, as a coach, does it sort of get your adrenaline flowing during like the pregame when this place is rocking like it was?
They've had great fans, though. It's not been anything that they're not accustomed to. And that's why I said our whole goal is that we want to have the arena, Smoothie King as it was when I was with the Golden State Warriors and we played there. I thought the energy in that building was through the roof. And I have no doubt when we come back to play at home that we'll have the same thing.